we could appropriate this. I think this would be a good idea to. This is a great system, guys. We could control a lot of people with this. Hey folks, welcome to Joel Reads Bible. I'm Joel and I read Bible so that you don't have to. And last episode, we ended on a cliffhanger. The Hebrews were wondering if they would all be killed when they go to the tabernacle, because so far, many of them have been killed when they went and hung out around the tabernacle. But there was no answer. Yahweh hasn't given the answer yet. It could go either way. He did say that they were going to wander for 40 years, so they can't all die right away. If he's going to slowly kill them over that time, I think the answer is yes. He's already sort of foreshadowed it or foretold it, because he's like, you guys are going to hang out in the desert for 40 years, and you're all going to die. This generation isn't going to see the promised land. I can only assume that they're all going to, at certain moments, do slightly wrong things by Yahweh's estimation, like picking up sticks on the Sabbath, or wondering why they don't get any meat anymore, or just simply asking questions like, wait a second, why does that group of people get everything for free all the time and not have to do anything other than just like hang out in the tabernacle dead? You know, he'll just kill all the people for these things eventually. That's just what I'm taking away from the things that we've already read. Also, some people are just going to get stabbed by their countrymen, but because Yahweh told them to, because they worshipped a golden calf or something, which I do think they are actually going to do again. So let's see what happens here in Numbers 18. Yahweh said to Aaron, you and your father's sons and your father's house with you shall bear the iniquity of the sanctuary. And you and your sons with you shall bear the iniquity of your priesthood. Bring your brothers also, the tribe of Levi, and the tribe of your father near you, that they may be joined to you and minister to you. But you and your sons with you shall be before the tent of the testimony. They shall keep your commands and the duties of the whole tent. Only they shall not come near to the vessels of the sanctuary and to the altar, that they not die, neither they nor you. They shall be joined to you and keep the responsibility of the tent of meeting for all the service of the tent. A stranger shall not come near to you. This is just the same thing reiterated again. And I'm calling this a scam. Like every time, of course, I call it a scam. I say that it's so obvious that they're setting them apart. They get certain things that everyone else doesn't get. They have a specific job, and no one else can come and watch them do it. You know, a stranger shall not come near you. They're kind of like the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain. That's my take. But now I'm going to try to be generous. I'm going to try to see this the way a Christian might see it. We've got Yahweh. He wants to be worshipped in a specific way, and he's so holy. Like, he's so great. He's set apart. He's so pure. He's so wonderful. He's so good and loving. He's just like the best. He can't just have like dirty, rotten piece of garbage, just regular people waving the animals in front of him. He can't have them bleeding out birds on altars, sprinkling birds and touching horns of bulls and things like that. He can't just have any old person do that, because he's too holy for that. That would be bad for that to happen, because Yahweh would be like, that guy just had intercourse with, I think the priests are allowed to do that. That guy just bore false witness against his neighbor or something like that. Or no, touched a dead body, picked up a dead body and dragged it out to some fire dump or something. I don't want that guy around me. I can see there's sin on him. Because sin is a tangible thing. I can see that on him, and I don't like this ram anymore. I don't like the goats the same way when that happens, because I'm too holy. I'm being sarcastic, because it's hard for me to get my head around how this could matter. But okay, so he's so holy, he needs someone that's just completely consecrated. really, really great to do all these particular chores. And then they also need to eat the food because they're special and consecrated. Maybe because God doesn't have a mouth, but he probably does. There's probably description. He has a nose to open, to spread the Red Sea, part the Red Sea. He speaks, but maybe he doesn't have a mouth or something like that. So he can't eat, but he did eat with them on Mount Sinai. At least he was hanging out there when they ate. So, but maybe he didn't eat personally, so maybe that's what's happening. So he needs somebody that will eat. Maybe that's what it is. But it makes more sense that this is just people making something up and they're taking advantage of other people by creating this cult by which they are fed. That makes so much more sense than all the other things that I have to kind of take into consideration and try to understand. But then again, his ways are higher. I wouldn't understand that. I wouldn't understand why God would require that, because I know he wouldn't need it, or would he? Anyway, let's just read this chapter. I'm sorry, I'm taking way too much time. You shall perform the duty of the sanctuary and the duty of the altar, that there be no more wrath on the children of Israel. This has already kind of been stated. Behold, I myself have taken your brothers, the Levites, from among you, the children of Israel. They are a gift to you, dedicated to Yahweh, to do the service of the tent of meeting. You and your sons with you shall keep your priesthood for everything of the altar, and for that within the veil you shall serve. I give you the service of the priesthood as a gift. The stranger who comes near shall be put to death. Interesting. So he's admitting that it's a gift. It's a gift, but it's also something they have to do in lieu of killing all the firstborns. The brothers now, they do it as a gift to him, dedicated to Yahweh, whatever. We've already read this, so I'm going to power through it. Yahweh spoke to Aaron, Behold, I myself have given you the command of my wave offering, even all the holy things of the children of Israel. I have given them to you by reason of anointing, and to your sons as a portion forever. This shall be yours of the most holy things from the fire, every offering of theirs, even every meal offering of theirs, and every sin offering of theirs, and every trespass offering of theirs, which they shall render to me, shall be most holy for you and for your sons. You shall eat of it like the most holy things. Every male shall eat of it. It shall be holy to you. It's just a reiteration of the you are special, you get everything. It's all yours. You're the best. Ask questions? Ask questions? Go a couple of chapters back. Yeah, go ahead, ask questions, Challenge this, guys. Challenge it. This is a way to brainwash people. Just say the same thing over and over again. This is yours too, the wave offering of their gift, even all the wave offerings of the children of Israel. I have given them to you, and to your sons, and to your daughters with you, as a portion forever. Everyone who is clean in your house shall eat of it. I have given to you all the best of the oil, all the best of the vintage, and of the grain, the first fruits of them, which they give to Yahweh, the first ripe fruits of all that is in their land, which they bring to Yahweh, shall be yours. Every one who is clean in your house shall eat of it. Every devoted in Israel shall be yours. Everything that opens the womb of all flesh, which they offer to Yahweh, both man and animals, shall be yours. Nevertheless, you shall surely redeem the firstborn man, and you shall redeem the firstborn of unclean animals. You shall redeem those who are to be redeemed of them from the month old, according to your estimation, for 5 shekels of money, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, which weighs 20 gerahs. I'm powering through this, but I just want to show that this is repetition, but it's really everything in one place at this point. So we've had all of this, but now it's kind of we're not hiding it anymore. We're not going to put it in other chapters. We're not splitting it up. We're saying everything that Yahweh is getting, he's giving to the priests. They get it all. They're getting fed. Don't give us any unclean animals, by the way. We just want the clean ones. The clean, and when you redeem something, give us the money for it. That's all. It's very simple. And Yahweh is saying it's all going to you, the priests. Like, how much more obvious does it need to be, guys? Like, give me a break. Who's falling for this? Like in 2025, I get it. These were, shepherds who didn't understand anything. But who's falling for this right now? But you shall not redeem the firstborn of a cow, or the firstborn of a sheep, or the firstborn of a goat. They are holy and delicious. They are holy. You shall sprinkle their blood on the altar, and shall burn their fat for an offering made by fire, for a pleasant aroma to Yahweh. Their meat shall be yours, as a wave offering breast, and as the right thigh it shall be yours. All the wave offerings of the holy things which the children of Israel offer to Yahweh, I have given you, and your sons and your daughters with you, as a portion forever. It is a covenant of salt. This is a new covenant? Yeah, the one of salt. Forever before Yahweh to you, and to your offspring with you. This is why I have the dumb idea that like the priesthood should still be ongoing, because it's supposed to be to Yahweh forever and like their offspring and all that. Yahweh said to Aaron, you shall have no inheritance in their land, neither shall you have any portion among them. I am your portion and your inheritance among the children of Israel. To the children of Levi, behold, I have given all the tithe in Israel for an inheritance in return for their service, which they serve, even the service of the tent of meeting. Henceforth, the children of Israel shall not come near the tent of meeting, lest they bear sin and die. But the Levites shall do the service of the tent of meeting, and they shall bear their iniquity. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations among the children of Israel. They shall have no inheritance. For the tithe of the children of Israel, which they offer as a wave offering to Yahweh, I have given to the Levites for an inheritance. That's how they get paid. Therefore I have said to them, among the children of Israel, they shall have no inheritance. There might be some other sort of like inheritance system. I don't know maybe what that necessarily would be. I don't know if that's been described yet and I just missed it. But they don't get that. They get all this stuff from the children of Israel, the particular money and stuff that would be given that the priests don't get, but the Levites do get it so they can get paid for doing this particular job, which is just like setting up the tabernacle. It's not that much work. Yahweh spoke to Moses saying, moreover, you shall speak to the Levites and tell them, when you take of the children of Israel the tithe which I have given you from them for your inheritance, then you shall offer up a wave offering of it for Yahweh, a tithe of the tithe. Oh, great. They're taxing the tax. Your wave offering shall be credited to you as though it were the grain of the threshing floor, and as the fullness of the winepress. Thus you also shall offer a wave offering to Yahweh of all your tithes, which you receive of the children of Israel. And of it you shall give Yahweh's wave offering to Aaron the priest. Out of all your gifts you shall offer every wave offering to Yahweh, of all its best parts, even the holy part of it. Yahweh's now talking to Moses. Who's Moses? Moses is like the government guy. He's like the judge or the king. He's like the government. He's the ruler. He's the big top dog. And even he has to give to the priests. Like even he's tithing. So I think that whoever is writing this is probably the religious leader, because this is a religious text, and he's going, even the leader of the country type of thing has to pay us. They'll be paying us out of the tithe of other people or whatever. Like there's a trickle down to Aaron. to the head priest. He's the guy that gets it all. Kind of the Pope character. Imagine reading this like as the Romans, I guess, who started the Catholic Church, and you're going like, people buy that? Do you think people would buy this? We could do this, guys. Like we could appropriate this. I think it would be a good idea to. This is a great system, guys. We could control a lot of people with this. Therefore, you shall tell them, when you heave its best from it, then it shall be credited to the Levites as the increase of the threshing floor and as the increase of the winepress. You may eat it anywhere, you and your households, for it is your reward in return for your service in the tent of meeting. You shall bear no sin by reason of it. When you have heaved from it its best, you shall not profane the holy things of the children of Israel, that you not die. Well, we powered through that one. It's not that interesting. It's what we've already read. I don't know that I got the Moses part right. What we do know is that there was no answer. We had a cliffhanger last episode, and he didn't answer. So I'm going to go with my guess, which is yes. Eventually, they will all die. That's the plan. That's what Yahweh's set up here. Definitely going to kill everyone eventually around the tabernacle. The tabernacle is just like a death tent, and mostly for animals, but also for people. Guys, that's it. We did it. You're welcome for powering through this one, because we all know all this information if you've been watching all along. So hopefully next episode will be more interesting. I know there's some really wacky stuff coming up, probably very shortly. Who knows, maybe even in the next episode. But thanks for joining me. Subscribe, like the video, comment if you haven't, and we'll see you next time. Bye.